to start up.
Hello, very warm welcome to my video. It can be easy with a B agent. Why do I call a video like that? Maybe you have noticed that I did some inspections inside the B agent framework and I wrote some blog posts about that. I did one more development-centric video and everything was more development-centric. And now I want to provide an more easy access so that you can dive into the agent creation with the B agent. I don't want to talk now about what good about a B agent is and how everything works, and so there are many other videos out there. I just want to focus on the setup, and the reason is because my setups in my blog posts are related to development, so that it uses the B stack as a backend, and I also download the API and UI separately. And now we will just skip that. And I thought that blog post is a good starting point, because then we can just skip everything at the beginning and just focusing on guidance, how to create a tool, very easily, and how to create an agent and maybe also an application. And that is all what I want to do. And I want to do that step by step so that I guide you. So that means, like, we take a look at the prerequisites, we configure inference, because when we work with a large language model, we need to access a large language models. My preferred environment is here watsonx, but for sure, if you have other, you can do that. There is also possibility for configure it. You can then rerun the B stack and we follow the instructions. And when we start with all that, that means when we want to work with the B stack, we need Git and Podman. We need Git and Podman because I show you on my configuration, my opinionated way, how I use that. And also that is with watsonx. There is also possible to do it differently, except with Git. So because it is on GitHub and you want to download it and then do that. Okay, with that in mind, we take a look again into the B stack. So that is here the B stack, the project, and we have here the description, and here is the initial. Here are the initial instruction, how to do that and how to set up. And one I want to highlight here, to run the stack with all the databases and so on, what is behind, they do not run in a rootless configuration, which is out of the box given when you install Podman, for example. So, and just to get a way around that, I also created a blog post, which shows you, and I put all the links into the descriptions, by the way, how to configure it. So in addition to with a short example, and also when you figure out maybe you have a problem if you're working on macOS and maybe you find that your current terminal doesn't show the Podman command, even if you have installed everything. So that is something you can use for doing that. So I will not install it every time again. I just give you the links where to do that. That means the Git can be installed here from that link. So I put all the link in the descriptions, and that is with Podman. You should install the latest Podman desktop installation. That is already done on my side. And let us take a look here in the terminal so that everything is available. Here, the command line here, that is, the Git is available. And here, for example, here, Podman is also available. And we can also take a look, Podman info. So let's see. So that is my current machine, which is currently running, and that are the different configuration information. So that is what I currently have. Yeah, and let's see my Podman. At the moment in the Podman, I have only here one container. I have here a container I can just delete, which I do not need now in that context. So nothing else is running, and we can all delete all the volumes I created on my side, because I do no longer need that. Because when your setup is done in the containerized environment, here where the database will be, the databases and the data will be stored in the volumes. That's just, by the way, that you know that when that is done. Okay, so we have that. Now I clear the command. By the way, I will not use the development environment. So maybe if you do not use the development environment and you want not to implement anything, it's just to define your own folder where you want to install that. And now I go and follow the steps which are written here. I clone only the B stack here to my machine. Yeah, so it is done. Let's take a look here. That's the B stack, and then we go into the B stack. So, and then that is what we have at the moment. Yeah, we
computer startup
have not configured so that the inference. So that means we need to set up it. So that we need to define which large language model we are going to use. And that is here what we are going to do with the setup. And that will create later on an environment. So here you can see what we can use. watsonx, local large language models, OpenAI, for example. So, and then we can select one. For sure, I will select here watsonx. So then we need the watsonx project ID. And if you, in the case, if you don't know that, I just show you it on my IBM cloud account that you can see that how that works. So first of all, you need to have an IBM cloud account. That means when you work with watsonx, this will be automatically done. And by the way, I want also to encourage you, if you want to check it out on IBM Cloud, when you work with watsonx, you have a free tier on tokens for models, and then you can use that, and that is very good, because when you install it, everything with the light services, so then you will also not run into any trouble, because it will just stopping you by using the model when you did the configuration. So with that in mind, we take a look here. So later on, you have configured here and project. We will not go to the entire configuration of the watsonx. I will also put a link in the description where you can see about the setup. Yeah, a little bit longer setup for understanding all the connections. And here is our project ID. So that my project ID in my context, and that is what I use here. So that is my project ID. And then you need an watsonx API key. And to do that, we going to create an API key here into the into IBM Cloud, because that is what we need to do, and that is the configuration. So I will show you that. So where to do that, you can create an API key. So I create here an API key. It's just as an video. I will directly delete the API key for sure. Video B, yeah. So could not be created. Refresh. Oh, okay. So that means maybe it took too long. So now B video B API key. So now I copy that key, yeah, and then I insert that key here. And then what I have, and that is important, I have my environment in, so we can take a look here in my services are running currently in EUD, and that is what I need to insert. So that is different on my side. So I need to insert EU/- D. So that is what I have. So do you want to enable docklink text extraction? No. Requires 15. No. I would say no. Do you want to start
Computer startup.
the BH and stack now? Yeah. Well, let's start it. Okay. And now it pulls the containers. Yeah. So, and then when everything is done, so we see, and it's getting running. So let's see here on the machine. Is anything currently running, or what is running? Yeah, we can see some what is already running. Yeah, do we have also the, yeah, you can see here the, yeah, the volumes are created. Yeah, let me see. And now it's done. Okay. With that, we can just easily open up the UI now.
Computer startup.
So, and with that, are we ready to go? Now we're going to start. So I don't want to start with building an app at the beginning. So that is what I don't want to do. First of all, we want just to follow what I did in my instructions. So let's see. So how I say, because that is what we see now. When we now going to the B agent, though, then we see here we have the B agent. Later on, we can create applications, yeah, even applications directly with the help of the agents. But first of all, before we do all that stuff, creating an application, first of all, understand a little bit what the agent does and how the agent works. And by the way, let us take also a look about the consumption, what we have here with the overview of the usage. At the moment, I haven't used any token, so let me see what happens in a few moments. And now going to just ask and the existing B agent maybe a question, or will we not use that? No, we will not use that. Should just follow the steps I wrote here. So that what we do now, we're going to create an own tool. Yeah, so because that is what we are going to use later on in our agent. Yeah, so let me see here. So here we have tools. And by the way, we just, if you want to stop here directly, you can just work with the agent and well, a bit. What I want to do, because agents can utilize tools, and that is what I want to also to show you and configure. Yeah. So that means here now, that are all the tools which are currently already available. And now we will add our own one. And the configuration for the tool, I call that is called weather service. Yeah. What can be now with all that copy and paste? What I figured out, sometimes it can be that we have some problems in maybe non visible characters sometimes. Yeah, so that is bad with WordPress. So let's see if everything, it should work. So let's see if the creation of the tool works. So, and as you can see, that is Python code. You can write your own tool in Python code. And what does, by the way, what does that code? That tool is an own weather service, or it utilizes the access to the public free accessible weather service. Yeah. And with that, we just can here. So here is it. Here's the URL I use, and I can just show you here. That is what I use. That is here the service. So that is the current service, and that they provide a free access for REST endpoints, and that is what I used here, and that is what I implemented. Okay. Oh, not too much development. So I try to add it, and now then is the best really just to copy and paste that into the into an editor, and that is the bad thing for that. And for easy work, no, I know that is not good. Yeah. So let's see if it works, and it works now. Okay. So here is our tool, the custom temperature weather service. So that's the custom tool. And now we are going to create a new BI agent for doing that. And here starting from scratch. So we're going to build that. So we configuration for that, for the agent. That means now we have the agent, and now we use the agent with our weather tool. So we have a description. Just copy and paste the descriptions. And by the way, and now that is important. Now we provide the agent a role here. Remove all the other tools, and now we add the tool we just defined here. As you can see, add selected, and with that, we can save the agent, and then we can ask what is your name, as an example, and then you can everything see. My name is Thomas, and that is what it does. So we can now launch that also in the UI. So, and that is here our service, and then we can just ask the question, what is the weather in Worms? In Worms. How many? Well, and then it takes, I allow that once, and then it puts the city, and no, it is really cold here, and that is what it has done. So easy, except what I had with my tool, with the formatting. And now we see also we have here the sessions. We can go back in time to the last session, so where we have been. And now we can also create an application. So let's try out to create an application. So can just start here. Easy application to get weather information for various locations, for example. What do you want to build? Now let's say here maybe an easy application to get weather information for various locations. So let's see what it does. Now it thinks, and Let's see, now it's loading the app. So, and then here it says we need to insert an open weather API key, and that is the application which it has created. So get the weather. So we're just trying to select the city, we say here, and then for sure executing the app, we go to the source code, and that is the source code, and here we need to enter that, and then we could just download that. And by the way, what it uses, and that is very very cool, the UI was created with Streamlit, and that is directly possible to create an application. So that was the walkthrough to the B. A little bit easier. I made it complicated with my tool, which is here, with the copy and paste of the source code, which does not really work. I know that, and I showed it. So just to be honest here on that side, sometimes it can create problems. And with that, I say thanks for watching and have fun with trying it out. And let's see what will be the next topic of a video of my side, and does it fit to my needs? That means you can suggest me topics for that. Let's see. If you want to give me a feedback, provide the feedback in the description. If you like it, subscribe. And I say bye, see you in the next video. Greetings, Thomas.